Hey guys, so we do have the Honor 5X and the Nexus 5X, and we just wanted to do a quick little comparison here of the performance between the two. So both of them obviously coming with the 5X name, but do they give comparable performance? That's the real question here. So we're just going to turn them both off and see which one boots up faster. So you can definitely see the Nexus 5X very fast when it comes to turning off, but can the same be said here for the boot up? I definitely think the Honor is a much more attractive device, and I hope that Huawei is tasked with making the next, wow, it boots up faster here than the Nexus 5X, which is really nice. It would be nice if Huawei made the next Nexus phone like 5-inch device here, instead of the very plasticky kind of average Joe kind of look here, but nevertheless, how do they compare? We can have a look. So I have I think moved everything off here and on this one as well. So we're just going to open up some apps. So running Snapdragon 808, 2 gigs of RAM versus Snapdragon 616 with 2 gigs of RAM in the Honor 5X. I shouldn't call them 5X because that would get very confusing. So I think straight away here the Nexus is that little bit ahead, but then again, they still have that silly bug where sometimes it just goes like horizontal when you open something. That's a marshmallow issue, and it's really weird. So they should definitely look into that. But generally, I'm seeing nice speeds here on the 5X on the right. That a little bit fast, well, a lot faster for the camera there, and for most things that little bit faster really. What about a game here? So we'll just start this off. So strangely enough, the 5X does actually, well, on the left, the Honor 5X does load the game up faster, but generally day to day, I think you're going to get slightly faster performance here. You do obviously pay a little bit of a premium for that slightly faster performance on the right, but generally, the Honor 5X isn't that far behind. So we can just check out the web browsing here, which we do have obviously 5G Wi-Fi support on the Nexus 5X, so that might make a difference, but we can definitely see that here. So we'll just start off with GSM Arena. So we did see a quicker load here on the Honor, which is nice. We do have details about the LG G5 coming here, Snapdragon 820, 4 gigs of RAM, and always on display. So that should be pretty awesome. I think also I saw some news about the M10 that's coming with 4 gigs of RAM, AMOLED display this time as well, and 12 megapixel camera. So we are going to be obviously getting these in to see how they compare, but for the actual speed of these two on that side, I didn't see too much difference really. This one was a bit more different. The Nexus loading the advert a little bit faster here, and we do have GameSpot. Again, you can see slightly faster here, but you know, the Honor 5X not too shabby at all when it comes to web browsing. Snapdragon 808 is obviously a much higher tier processor. But we are going to give it to the Nexus, and if there's one thing I am going to give to the Nexus is the software. Like when it comes to the multitasking, really feels weird doing it with the EMUI method. And you can see, I think the EMUI doesn't really handle the multitasking very well. Both of them have 2 gigs of RAM here, but you see there's some stutteriness every now and again, whereas this is nice and smooth. And some people say, why don't you go into the settings and change the animation? Well, I want it just to work out of the box, you know. And most people, particularly not power users, are going to do that. They want it just to work fast out of the box. And that's what I'm seeing here on the 5X, running the latest Marshmallow. I probably would have liked to have seen Marshmallow on this one. You do get it on the Mate 8, obviously. Look at that lag. That was a big delay. That would just drive me mad, you know, having to deal with that all day. But you know, at the end of the day, it is slightly cheaper. But for those of you thinking you can get Nexus 5X experience here just because it has a fingerprint sensor on the back, you probably would be worthwhile paying a little bit more for the real stuff here. Even though I really hate the build quality, which feels cheap. You know, you got to say Huawei make an effort when it comes to making a desirable phone, which I do praise them for. So as I said, I hope they do make the next Nexus like 5-inch variant. That would be very nice. Also, I think the battery is quite lame on the new Nexus 5X. You may have noticed the battery is running down a little bit here just after this test. We are at 19%, but it's not a massive step up from the old Nexus 5, which was horrible when it came to the battery. Whereas this one, you know, the battery is looking really good. In a combination of the efficient processor and quite a big capacity. I think it's 3000 mAh or something. So, you know, this one does have some things going for it, but I just wish that Huawei would go more stock and, you know, get rid of the kind of old style like notification area here. It just doesn't look as nice as the stock Marshmallow kind of notification area. But as you can see, stock Marshmallow does still have bugs. This has happened twice on this video, which is annoying to say the least. But yeah, you know, just a quick little comparison here between the two 5X brothers, no relation. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.